Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to our Saturday evening show, whatever you want to call it. So today, we also go with a theme with smoking a cigar that I don't think I ever will get to review. And I opened one up today. It's gonna be Tobacco's Bay Series SF. Okay, now this cigar is so bad of quality. I don't know when I got this, like where I got this from or who sent it to me, but look at this. This is from factory, okay? I just took it out. Patches, glues, different color all over the place. This is the kind of cigar you can get from this. It's by my father's. SF stands for short filler, and that's the cigar I got. I don't know. Like I think that there is some issue with this weekend. Okay. And the biggest thing that happened this weekend is one of our member, Rao, has showed up in Boston or Massachusetts, and we hanged out. All right. Now, let me cut this first, so I have something to smoke. Okay. This is a Nicaraguan. But how can you tell that it was short filler? How do you know that's Nicaraguan? I don't know. But we'll light it up and smoke it. I want to say hi to Quake, hi to Val, and whoever the third person is. So I got some story for you guys. I also want to complain about a cigar shop. About cigar. So let me light this up. We'll get to it. Hey, Ethan. So, first of all, I know that there's gonna be people in the Legion and go like, hey, Raul went to visit you. You gave him factory smoke. Well, first of all, that's not all the cigar I give him, so you know. But if you see the cigar he brought me, you understand why he deserves factory smoke back. So here's the gift that he have brought to me. He brought this to me. It's one of the gifts. And second cigar is this the dragon that we showed a while back. I guess he didn't know that I have one already. So he brought one as well. This is why he expect me to smoke. So yeah, he deserved that 2 factory smoke. Okay? He deserved that factory smoke for bringing these atrocious weapon of destruction to smoke. Okay? All right? So yeah, those people who see the factory smoke, this is why. This is why he deserves factory smoke. Okay? He did bring me a alcohol, which I am not an expert of. I don't know what they really are. Called the Caravito Piro Cabrenta. I don't know what this is. White liquor of some sort. Spirit of some sort. Pisco. Product of Peru. Now, although I don't know how to properly drink this, I will find out and I will properly drink this. So, thank you, Rao. Yeah, I had to figure out how to drink that. Does it vibrate? If I'm smoking it while I'm shivering, like, I will, yeah, I will be vibrating. Yeah. That cigar tastes pretty bad. Pretty bad. All right. So that's how much is this cigar anyway? How much is this cigar? Let's see how much they are. One moment. They are single. Oh, they're $3.90. So don't expect much out of this. $3.90. Yeah, I was like, what the hell? All right. So let's start with a story about Cigar Shop. I have this beef to pick with, and anybody can go tell them if they want to or what they ever heard about it, with Cigar and Lounge in Watertown. I brought Raul there to have a smoke over there last night. And I picked out a couple cigars, including this one. I thought this one was funny, so I picked that up. So I picked up the new Essence Series Honduras. I want to try it, you know, because I was excited about it. I was gonna hang out, you know, I was excited about it. I went over there, I bought it, I sit down, I cut a cap off, and the cap is about this much, okay? This is how much I usually cut on a cigar, all right? And I don't know if I show on the camera yesterday when I took the picture, that's how much cap I cut off. Well, I cut off the cap, and this secondary ring right here, you know, when you cut off the cap, there's a little bit of ring left, right? So this secondary part, the second cap, such an unravel. Okay, so I was like, shit, it's such an unravel, but I expect that, you know, cigar does happen. Sometimes there's not enough glue for whatever reason. Sometimes they unravel. So I went to the front and was like, hey, maybe they have cigar glue or something, you know, fix it up, because you know, I don't want to waste a cigar. I didn't really light it all that much yet. I could literally put it away too if he doesn't have it. So I went to the front and asked the guy if they're cigar glue. I said, yeah, I don't have it, you know. And I was like, yeah, you know, this thing cap off, and he's like, yeah. And then he right away blamed me he blamed me for cut too deep. He's like, yeah, that's what happened when you cut too deep. You know, you cut the cap off. I was like, this is part of the cap. And he's like, oh, if I cut it for you, that wouldn't be a problem, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that never happened to me before. And in my mind, I'm already like, what the hell? What the hell? Number one, you tell me that you have never cut a cap that the secondary cap became loose. That means you haven't cut all that much caps, okay? Because they do happen, and that's main material, things happen. And I wasn't even angry. I was like, do you have, you know, cigar glue so I can glue this back up? You know, I was trying to save that cigar, right? And then you blame me for cutting it too deep. You blame me for cutting it too deep. What the hell? And so I said, you know, I'm just looking to save the cigar. I'm not looking to get blamed for cutting the cigar too deep. And I literally has a cap still there. You can take a look at it and tell me that's too deep. Because, like, I'm not come here to get yelled at. I'm not here to get blamed for something. And he's just like, yo, I'm just saying, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm trying not to blame you, but you are blaming me to saying that I cut too deep. Like, what the hell? Why don't you just, like, you know, you could say the other way. You could say, hey, you know, things happen. Sorry, or whatever. I'm okay with that. But you blame me for cutting too deep when I literally still have the cap over there in the ashtray. That pissed me off. Because I came over to your shop, spent an inflated amount, and brought a friend over there to smoke. And you gotta bitch at me about me cutting my cap? That's a big problem. Granted, in the end, like, after all that things, okay, I can replace it for you. I was like, you know, yeah, but I'm still not looking to get yelled at. You know? I mean, it's That cigar was I can't remember $12, $14. I was inflated for sure. That cigar was inflated for a Robusto cigar. That I think MSRP is like $8, and I play it in inflated price. I'm trying to enjoy my night with my member, and you blame me for that shit. Like, you know, it's not like replacing the cigar is gonna make me any happy. Okay, like really, like I could just put that in the bag, smoke a different cigar. I got 5 sticks on me. I can smoke any of the cigar that I brought. I supported your store, and that's what you get. You blame me for cutting my cap too deep. Like if I don't know how to cut my cap, that really got me pissed off. That's not how you treat a customer. If you're not willing to exchange it, that's fine. You just say, hey, you know, we don't do exchange here. You screwed up. That's you. I'll be like, okay, that's fine. Because like literally after he said he had no glue, I was like, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I was trying to save you the cigar. I was about to walk away. And when he blamed me for cutting it too deep, I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy about that at all. I'm not happy about that at all. Do you guys would rather get blamed? Like, this is why people have problem with their cigars and they don't go talk to the shops. Because they always feel like the shop is gotta blame it at them. Oh, it's your fault the cigar's plugged. It's your fault, like, you know, this and that. Oh, you think the cigar's plugged. It's probably because you don't know how to cut it, or you don't know how to smoke it, whatever. This is why. This is why. All right? That guy, I don't know. How many cigars we smoke a day? And you're telling me I don't know how to cut a cap? Not cool. Not cool. And I didn't want to really start thing over like a whole scene over there and then get people to get pissed off and everything. Holy shit, this thing's like falling apart. But and why factory smoke? Because it's an inside joke. Because they give me shit, so I give them shit. This cigar is kind of nasty. It's short filler, so some of the filler just comes out. I don't know. So yeah, I was saying that shop, like last time, like previous a few times, I didn't have any issues, so I didn't really talk to the guy. But for the guy to come to tell you that really ruins the experience. Any shop should not be blaming their customer on any problems for the cigars. All right, if you don't want to fix it, simply just say, yeah, things happen. Okay, fine. But don't blame me for something that is man-made that might have problem. All right, it's like you buy a radio, you go home, the radio doesn't work, and then you know, he blame me for, because you don't know how to use it, so you broke it. That makes no sense. I'm come here to enjoy a cigar, not for you to bitch at me, not for you to judge me, not for you to tell me that I don't know how to do something, because you don't know how long I've been smoking. You don't know, like, you know, if I'm good enough to do something. Or if somebody, or let's say if somebody does not know how to do it. All right, let's say if that is a customer that doesn't know how to do it, you still should not blame them for not know how to do it. You should say, man, you know, let me see that. Oh, things happen, man, but you know, next time, this is how you should do it. And you know, that will avoid that problem. Oh no, but here's another one you can smoke. And that would be completely different. But they do that makes me not ever want to bring another person over. I don't know if he's the worker, the owner or something, but he's always there. Last few times I went there, he was the one that's there too. So I don't know if it's the owner or he's just a worker. But still, Cigar Lounge, Watertown. I will not bring another friend over there if that's how it is. Really, like, I have to go over there, so you gotta teach me how to smoke, really? Right? You could educate the people, like, you know, even if it's new people, you don't want to blame them. Hey, you don't know how to do it. That's why you fucked it up. So yeah, that's your fault. You know, but you don't blame them for it. They come here to enjoy, to learn, whatever. Whether or not they screwed up, that's one thing. I know for sure I cut this much cap off, and I have second cap. It was a second cap that I raveled. Okay, so, and it has literally no glue on it. I did not enjoy my cigar all that much yesterday because I was pissed. I was literally pissed about that guy the whole time. You know, yeah, he replaced my cigar, but like, I feel like my moon was getting stepped on by that guy over like $10. Like really, that's I brought 3 sticks. I spent 40 something dollars, and for you to exchange a cigar costs you nothing. Costs your shop nothing because you will just scrap it out. You will tell your distributor, hey, this one unraveled, blah blah blah. They will have give you another. Costs you nothing, and you try to step on my moon for like $10, $12, $14. I don't know. That is not cool. That is not cool at all. I personally, if there's nothing big, if I, unless it's like freaking, that's the only shop that's ever left, I will not go there again. No, I didn't want to leave the door because I just brought Raul there, and I want him to at least enjoy a cigar together before he leave, right? I did drove like almost an hour to get there, so I didn't want him that we just arrived there. He had to leave for me angry, so I had to be considerate, so that at least we can have one cigar before we go. So I have that one cigar. I did not leave out another one. I wait for Raul to finish up his cigar, and then we left for the night. But yeah, he lost my business there. He lost my business. I don't care what it is, but anybody who want to go there, watch out. If you screwed up, it's your fault. It's your fault. That cigar has a cap that didn't glue so well. It has literally no glue on it. I was like showing that there's like no glue on it. And that does happen, because when they cut the cap, they cut it and then they put the thing on their hand, and there's just that. Sometimes it's just outside, it's not inside, right? Because once they put it on there, the top has some like the pectin thing, and then they just go around it to rub that in, right? When they rub that in, sometimes it's just the outside that has pectin, inside doesn't. Okay, and based on how wet or how dry that cigar was, it might not have glue in there, right? So that's fine. Things happen, right? I was able to. I was trying to make the best out of it. If he says no, yeah, I can help you. That's the policy, whatever. Okay, fine. I'll put it away. I have glue at home. I barely lit it, so it's not lit when I bring it over to him, and so I can put it in my bag and smoke something else. That's fine. But the moment he says it's my fault, I was like, why are you blaming me for this shit? It's man-made material. You just had to say that's man-made. Things happen. I'm okay with that. I smoke enough. Even if I didn't smoke enough, you should explain to them that man-made things are not perfect. Handmade things are not perfect. And that's just where it is. Okay with that. So I just got to put it there. So I still thank him for exchanging it, but my mood was completely bad. I was angry. I was a little bit pissed off over that. I was like, that's not how you handle a customer. That's not how you handle a customer. Especially people who come to your store pay an inflated price so that your store can continue. I know you have maybe some regular customer and stuff like that, but that's definitely not how you treat a customer. And that would deter new smokers because, they cut it. Oh, I cut a little too much. Even people cut it too much. You should not blame them. You're like, oh yeah, you cut a little too much. We'll fix it. Right? That's what the cigar glue is for. You fix it. You can keep going. It's fine. All right? Make it work. Make it work. But what? It's your fault. Yeah, you cut it too deep. No, I never have that problem. That's some arrogance to say that you never have problem with caps. That's some serious arrogance to say you never ever have problem with cap. I'm pretty sure everybody in this world, whoever smoked enough cigar, will say at least once or twice, yeah, the cap busted when I cut it, or the cap didn't sit on, or the cap is loose. Well, in fact, I've seen one that literally I can just lift the cap off without cutting it. All right? Everybody, whoever smoke, will have one or twice or a few times with caps. All right? With caps. Everybody have it. And I think that is is what actually I review a lot of cigar with cap problem. I glue it up. I don't put that against the cigar because I know that happens. Right? I don't put that against the cigar with the cap because I know, depends on the situation, cap has issues. I never put that against them in terms of cigar review because it does happen. Okay, I'll glue it up. If I can't review today, I'll wait for tomorrow. That is not the, you know, what I think that's annoying. Yeah, I would think it's annoying. Fuck, I had to glue it, but it's not always something that oh, this cigar sucks because the cap just won't even hold it. No. But to put that against me, really. But yeah, so that's that. I don't think I'll ever bring another friend over. I thought that was a good place because I never had a problem there. I never really talked to the guy either, but I never had a problem there. So I brought a friend over there thinking that we can enjoy the evening. I mean, there's other places I can go to a little further away, sure. Unfortunately, we gotta go to Two Guys cigar shop, but that they close at 6, so can't go there. But overall, I think it was a good day hanging out. It was nice to meet his wife, Jackie. And I hope he enjoyed the time. And I hope that he have a safe trip back. And any member who come over in Boston, you know, I'm welcome. Welcome to them. You know, I always like to hang out. So hanging out is not bad. Let me know when and stuff like that. We'll hang out. Not a bad thing. But keep in mind, that's not a cigar shop I ever go again. And if you're in Massachusetts, you like to go to that cigar shop, good luck to you. That's not a cigar shop that I would think I have beef. I will have problem having beef with, because that totally ruined it. That will be a shop that I don't want to go back to again, like ever. Cap. All right. So, another news. So after last night, today I brought my car to finally find a place that ordered my snow tire for me. I went to replace my snow tires, and damn, it took. Oh, they said it was gonna take 2 hours. It took about 3 hours, almost 3 hours. I got over there, finally got my car back. I drove the car. The car feels so weird. You know, just feels so weird. I drove back home. I was like, oh, let me check how much tire pressure they put in. So I look at my tire. It says max pressure 50. Max pressure 50. And I was like, okay. And I take a gauge to each tire. They feel 57, 54, 51, and another one was like 52 or 53. Max pressure 50. You feel 57 on one of them? And you feel 54, 51, and 50. What the hell? Like I said, we hang out and yeah, we had a full day together. So I called them up, and I actually first I let the air out, so that it's back to 42, because that's the spec. It's 42 psi all around for snow tires. So I was like, oh, let the air out. I called them up. I was like, hey, you guys feel 57 psi on my tire? Is there a reason? Because the max is 50. And they're like, oh, you know, we'll look into it. We'll see what it is. I'm sorry. You know, if you want, you can come back. We'll let the air out. I was like, I'm not driving back there to let the air out, so that, you know, I can risk whether or not the tire will blow up on me. You know? And I was like, my concern is whether or not you already stretched the internal of the tire so much that it damaged the structure. And they're like, oh no, nothing's gonna ever happen to the tire. You know, overinflated will just cause uneven wear and stuff like that. I was like, you know, I just want to call you guys today and let you know this happened, so that there's a record of this happened. Because if something wrong with this tire, then I'm going back to you guys. And he's like, yeah, but nothing's gonna happen. I was like, oh, you know, things could happen. You know, when you overinflate my tire, if I hit a bump, boom, I get a bubble on the side. Right? You know. What about like the rest of the car? You know, you're hurting the rest of the car for overinflating that much. 57 on a tire that max is 50. I was kind of pissed off too. And then I let the air out. I was okay, fine. I already called them. I already let them know. And oh, we'll check out equipment, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Afternoon, I decided to take my wife out for some coffee. And we drove. And the car like just rumbled, just shakes. And the steering wheel shaking and everything. I was like, I'm so glad I didn't do this before route count, because that would be a very uncomfortable ride. It was really annoying. You can hear it too. So right away, I know the tire's unbalanced. And then I was like, yeah, that's right. If they try to balance my tire with a 57 PSI, it's not going to balance. Now it's underinflated by 10 PSI. So I called them up again, and at that time, it's already 3 o'clock. No, it's not going to stay lit. It's already 3 o'clock. So they're like, okay, where you at? I was like, I'm in Newton right now. I'm with my wife, going to get some coffee. And that's when I realized the car has a problem. And said, yeah, you can come back. We can adjust it for you. It'll take a few minutes. I was like, it's never a few minutes. When's the last time you bring a car back to fix something that's a few minutes? It's not a few minutes. So I was like, okay, after the coffee, I'll drive over to you guys. When do you guys close? We close at 4. All right. Close at 4. And then he goes, you can come Monday. And I was like, oh, sure. Monday. And I go, you kind of do realize that I still have a couple days left to drive this. And people do work Monday to Friday, just like you guys. So yeah, you come early in the morning. We open like 8, we'll get you in right away. You will only take a few minutes. And it's like a few minutes. I know how tire balancing works. You put a tire on the machine, you close the thing, and that thing spins, tells you where it's unbalanced. You put it on. That spin is at least a minute. Take the car and doing that is at least a minute. It's never a minute, because like they told me an hour to 2 hours today, it took 3 hours. It's never a minute. So it's like, okay, I'll bring it back, whenever I can. But like, it's kind of annoying. Like, don't people check, like your tire check doesn't check the pressure, doesn't check before they balance it. They're 57. I'm surprised it didn't blow up while they're at it. Probably better if you blew out, they know that something's wrong with it. But yeah, didn't check my car. Didn't do that. And I was like, this is why I do everything with a dealer. But nope, gotta drive that car back Monday. But I'm so glad that it happened before I had to drive around and stuff like that, because it would have been a problem. So yeah, that's my weekend. That's my weekend. I was like, what? What's wrong with my weekend? I don't know. By the way, yeah, I can just simply tell you not buy this cigar. The TB Bays Series SF tastes pretty bad. It has this under fermented leaf taste, and tastes kind of messy. And earthy a little bit. You still have another day for it to be positive. No, see, I wanted to be positive, right? But guess what? Tomorrow, as soon as I drive my car outside, I'm going to know that rumble again, and it's not going to be fun. It's not going to be fun. Because you can hear the thing the whole time. Like when you're pushing the shopping cart, and that one shopping cart has like maybe one wheel back, whatever. So whenever you push it, it's ka-dung, 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 right? It still move forward, go straight, but that thing just ka-dung, ka-dung, ka-dung when you push the car. And that's how my car is driving like right now. When you drive, you hear dong, 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 dong. Car drives straight, steering wheel vibrates a little bit, but dong, 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 like as if one of the tire has a stone on it, and it just throws it off. And it's like, oh man, so annoying. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But, hopefully my weekend will get better. What's even more amazing today is after I get home, my wife got the coffee and everything. I was like, hey, nice. I'm going to have some hot coffee before I do the show. She put my coffee in the fridge, so this is iced coffee now. Yeah, she put my coffee in the fridge. It's a great weekend. So I have iced coffee. I have a short filler cigar. SF stands for short filler. That didn't taste really good. In fact, the coffee tastes better than the cigar, to be honest with you. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Oh, hey, Martin.
What's up?
I'm telling my story of my weekend.
What happened?
Oh, I have bad experience with a cigar shop. I have bad experience with a tire shop. I have bad experience when I get home. And now it's Saturday night.
Wow. Well, I hope you're smoking something good.
No, I'm smoking a horrible cigar too.
What the fuck?
This Tobacco's Base by my father's. Series SF stands for short filler. Before I smoked it, this already been patched from factory, so they didn't care.
That's like a $2 cigar.
$3.90. I just found out like right before I lit it up.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But hey, gotta smoke it to let you know that's horrible.
You're not reviewing it though.
Well, technically, I'm reviewing it. I mean, it's not worth a full review, so I'm just gonna tell you how I think about this cigar.
All right. So tell us what's going on.
You know, but I'm happy that I got to hang out with Raul. He's pretty cool. I'm surprised that Raul when did the Asian thing. Hey, my wife needs to go to the bathroom, and she was over there in the front and pay for lunch.
He learned from you probably.
No, because I never thought they would pull that off. You know, I never thought they would pull that. I got the car on the table ready for pay. You know, and then she went in the bathroom. I was like, okay. Yeah, my wife was like, "Oh, they did that." I was like, "Yeah, oh, they did that. The bathroom trick. So Asian, so Asian."
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Steve.
Wow.
Hey, Joey.
What's going on, guys?
I also want to say hi to Stephen Woodmer. Don't think I ever see that name on the chat, so welcome. Yeah. But yeah, we hang out, we walked a lot. And it's not what I usually walk. I walk a lot with them. Like I usually don't walk that much. But I walk all day.
I mean, you don't walk.
I don't walk. I don't wait in line, I don't walk. I don't go to places.
Yeah. You don't sightsee. You don't do none of that.
And he wanted me to go play basketball in his hotel. I was like, nope. Over my dead body playing basketball.
Yeah.
Yep. But hey, it was fun. I enjoyed it. My wife was concerned. She's like, "Did your friend enjoyed it? Did they all enjoyed it? They were pretty cool people. Did they enjoy the time?" I was like, I guess they did. I hope they did."
Yeah.
And they went to a Korean food today that I recommend. I was gonna go with them yesterday, but like, what kind of full at the time that we were about to eat dinner? Now in Massachusetts, everything happened early. Okay, by 6 o'clock, you should be done with your dinner. But they eat dinner late and stuff like that. I was like, oh, let's go hang out in a cigar shop. So, but that's what it is. So how are you supposed to drink this thing? You know this thing? Cavendo Pisco?
What's it?
What's
Tequila?
Pisco? Peru white wine or something like that. I guess you're supposed to drink this straight. Neat.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not my forte. It's not my forte. But I'll figure it out.
Well, you can always bring it to Texas and I'll drink it for you.
Okay, so what?
You can always bring it to Texas, not to me.
No, it's a gift to me. I'm gonna drink this. It's a gift to me. I'm gonna drink it. You see that? I'm gonna drink it, or I'm gonna save it for 20 years and then drink it. So yeah, I was saying, all right, Martin, you missed the story. I went to the shop and I got a cigar. I cut the cap off about this much, and the second cap, you know how there's usually a cap and a second cap. Second cap has like no glue on it, so it's under arrival. So I went to the front desk and asked for cigar glue, and they obviously don't have it, which was fine. I was about to turn around. Then he blamed me for cutting it too deep.
When you cut the first cap.
When I cut the first cap. He blamed me for cutting it too deep, and he said he never have this problem. And he said, if I cut it for you, this will never happen.
What was the cigar?
It was the new EPC Essence series Honduras. I literally cut this much off, like that much. And that's what I usually cut, right? Everybody usually cut this much off.
Yeah.
And yeah, he blamed me for that. I was like, I'm here to enjoy my time. I'm not here to get blamed. Like, why do you blame me for that? He blamed me as like if this is my first time cutting cigars. So I was saying,
do you not know who I am?
No, I don't do that. Never ever go out and say, do you know who I am? They never want to do that, okay? That is horrible. That is horrible. Whenever you say, do you know who I am? The correct response is what? Your mom didn't tell you? Right? You don't ever say that. I'm just like, I'm come here to enjoy. I'm not really looking to get blamed. I'm here. I pay inflated price for brick and mortars. I come here to enjoy my time. Right? Not to get blamed. So. Oh man, I smoked that today. Great new cigar. Similar flavor, but love the EPC and Placencia pairing. Now, see, that's the thing. Like, I was so pissed off. I didn't pay that much attention to the cigar. The cigar tastes normal to me. And in our seriousness, the cigar is about $8 in a $9 range in MSRP. So it's supposed to be just a regular relaxing cigar. That's totally fine. But then I was not in a good mood, so I wasn't tasting it. I wasn't feeling it. I'm gonna try it again, obviously, at my own time next time when I get on another one of those. But like, it wasn't like, I didn't feel like it was sweet like the Honduras should be. I didn't feel like that was exceptional. But again, after I calmed down a little bit, I'm thinking about it. I was like, that cigar is not supposed to be exceptional. It's supposed to be a regular cigar. So I will obviously get it again and give a proper review on that, because when Raul asked me, what do you think? What's your rating? I said, I don't know, $8. Which is really close to MSRP anyway. So it's not like,
Right.
Yeah. How could he never have issue when he got it this week? Oh, he said he never have cap issues, ever. I don't think anybody can say that. I don't think anybody, I don't care how extreme of cigar smoker you are, you have sometime in your life, that the cap didn't stay. The cap could have busted, the cap could have cracked, the cap happened to come loose, the cap literally, like, there's sometimes the cap is not glued at all, you can just take it off. Things happen. All right? It's just, everybody kind of close their cap different way.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm having a shit draw.
But as a cigar shop, your job is to make sure I enjoy my time over there. Like, I'm not there for a lecture. I'm not there for a lecture. Oh, you did this wrong. That's why you screwed up. If I didn't, nothing will ever happen. Sure, let me cut it for you. No, because if you cut it, it screwed it up, you will have given me another one, but you will still screw it up. There's no such thing as I don't care. I don't care who that is. somebody's gonna have issue with cap one day or another. So arrogant, you know.
Yep.
Then he asked me, "What do you want to do then? What do you want to do?" I was like, I don't want to get blamed. I'm not here to hear a lecture. I don't want to get blamed. So I can change it for you. I'll change the exact same one for you. Well, it's like, of course. It's like, what else you got to do? Right? Right? I mean, like I say, to them, the shop probably cost them nothing because they will tell the rep, okay, this cigar, the cap wasn't good, so they exchanged it. You know, you can see it. I didn't even start smoking that thing yet. I was trying to lit it, and the thing just started to unravel. And that thing was not even fully lit. Okay, it's not even fully lit. It just had a little bit burn mark in the front. And I brought it over to him. It's not like I smoked half of it. Say, hey, this cigar, I need a different one because I smoked half of it. And now, seriously, it's $10. Right now, I understand, like, you know, if people don't know me, they were like, you know, different people. For me, $10 for a cigar, that's like nothing, okay? It's definitely not worth it for you to ruin my mood. $10 costs less than the coffee I bought today. In fact, $10 costs less than less than the burger that we bought yesterday. Raul went to tell us to go to a restaurant that's used to be the set for a show called Cheers. I've never watched Cheers.
Okay. I know what they're talking about. I know what's going on. I never watched the show, but I know.
So we went over there. Their burger is $30. So like you think I'm trying to cheat your store over at $12 a cigar that should have MSRP should be like $9. Really? I walk in without question. I spend $40-something, and then you think I'm gonna cheat you for $12? That I haven't even started smoking yet. But yeah, that's the end of my. I would never go there again. I will never go there again. And I hope one day there's gotta be somebody that go to that shop and tell that shop specifically that, hey, there's an Asian guy that talks shit about your store. Please do. An Asian guy that said that he came to your store and you tell him the cap was his fault. And he's gonna go, but I changed it for him. Yeah, but you also ruined my mood. Thank you. I brought my own cigars. I brought my own Davidoffs too. But I figure if I go to the shop, I support the shop. I buy something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope somebody goes to that shop and says, hey, an Asian guy talks shit about your cigar shop because you blame him for your cap, for the cap that he cut. Please do. If you go to Cigar and Lounge in Watertown, Massachusetts, tell him. Go ahead and tell him, hey, there's an Asian guy that talks shit about your shop. That's a beef I'm happy to have. This cigar didn't want to stay lit. Yeah, I'm happy to have that conversation.
Getting bit by mosquitoes.
Now, it is what it is. I mean, I just want to put it out there. It's like, would you want to go to a shop? Would you like to go to a shop that blame you for man-made material that sometimes just kind of have issues? Some guy named Tony wants to fight you guys. No, I you know, finished the cigar and left. Oh, we're not gonna get Ryu here anymore. Don't worry about that. Ryu won't be here anymore because I muted him. So how that short filler work out like the rest of your days? Yeah, pretty much. He doesn't want to stay lit. Doesn't taste really good, but good thing I have the coffee to wash it off. So I'll still finish the cigar. Well, I try to. I take a lot of puff. It's not going that well. Yeah. Cold coffee. Cold coffee. Not even iced. It's just cold. But hey, that's just my day. So, sometimes you gotta have a good day, sometimes a bad day, and the bad day will make you treasure the good day more. The bad day is why, like, okay, when you have a good day, you're like, this day is great. This day is great. This day is good. That's okay. I'll take it. I'll take a couple of bad days to have a good day later. High and lows. Yeah, high and lows. You gotta have those, right? Because happiness and sadness is a comparison, right? Let's say you never had a good day in your life. Then sadness is normal. It's your normal day. But you have a good day, then you know what sad day is, right? And when you have a bad day, then you know what good day is. Gotta have those high and low. And this is why we have cigars. The cigars will give you that opportunity to sit down and say, how's my day? My day tastes like you, sir. My day tastes like you. Yeah. And my wife, the whole day, she was talking about Diddy and stuff like that. But she's like, oh yeah, so the Tupac family decided to open an investigation again. I was like, Tupac? Is it even question Diddy did it?
Wow.
There's no question Diddy. Right now, if anything that happened at all, it's Diddy. And so like, we don't even talk about this, okay? If anything happens in the past 20 years, it's Diddy.
Yeah.
Because everybody started to go back and listen to all the music that ever had to do with any party at all. And they're like, let's talk about Diddy's party. Yeah, any song that's talking about party back in the day, Diddy did it.
That's Diddy's song. Yeah, Diddy's house.
It's all Diddy. Diddy did it. Don't even question. It's him. It's him. Diddy did it. Should we call him differently? Should we call it Daddy Love? Daddy Love. And I forgot what we're talking about. My wife started making fun of it. She's like, someone's got a bitch at you. I got a beep, 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 your mom, beep, 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 your dad, beep, 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 beep. I was like, you start to sound like a Diddy. Diddy became like the new vocabulary. If something goes wrong, it's Diddy. But yeah. Saludos, amigos. Buenas noches. También fumo ahora. Saludo desde Miami Lakes. So like, hello from Miami Lakes.
Yep, he's smoking a cigar also from Miami Lakes.
Nice. Welcome. Yeah, sorry, I don't really speak Spanish.
Well, you did a pretty good job reading that.
Can't speak Spanish. This is why I have such a problem when I go to DR. I can't say a word of Spanish.
Well, you got to learn. It's pretty easy.
Oh, you took the okay. All right. So did you like it? Did you try Connecticut wrapper with the coffee? Did you enjoy it? Because that's a great combination. Connecticut goes with coffee. Period. Which is really funny because like if you do a Maduro, even though it has like espresso coffee taste, and go with the coffee, unless it's black, it's not gonna taste that good. So if you gotta do Maduro, you're gonna go with black coffee. If you do Connecticut, it's probably better with a cream and sugar coffee. Coffee and cigar, perfect combination? Yeah. Coffee and cigar, it's pretty good. Now, I always say this, right? When you want to pair something with your cigar, the pairing should go with the drink, not the other way around. Don't pick a coffee. Don't pick a drink to pair with your cigar. Pick a cigar that pair with your drink. Okay, because if the cigar sucks, at least your drink's good. But if your drink is bad, every sip you take, you gotta hate it.
Right.
All right, should be the other way around. You pick a drink that you want, and then pick a cigar that will go good with it. Don't do the other way around. Don't do, okay, I'm gonna smoke a good cigar and pair it with a drink that I'm not sure, because you gotta have a bad time. All right, cigar being mediocre, totally fine. But if the drink is mediocre, every sip you take, it's gonna wash off that cigar taste. You gotta hate it. You can have a good bourbon and a tasteless cigar, you're gonna have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But if you have a really good cigar and you pair with vodka, good luck.
Yeah, no. That.
Good luck, right? So always pick a good drink, because drinks are very consistent. Drinks are very consistent. If you got a bottle of Coke, the next time you get another bottle of Coke, it's gonna taste exactly the same. But cigars, sometimes you gotta get a really fucked up one. Right? Sometimes, okay, you can smoke, I don't know, let's just pick a regular cigar, right? Let's say you got an Alma Forte. Right? Alma Forte, Plasencia. There are times where, like, it just didn't hit you. There are times that, I don't know, might be plugged. But if your drink sucked, you gotta have a horrible time. But if your drink is good, you might work your way through. And it's a lot easier to change your cigar than change your drink.
So I highly doubt that Mr. Video would say that, because tomato juice is very acidic, and that would not pair good with any cigar.
Have you heard of drinking V8 tomato juice while smoking? Ernesto was talking about it. I highly doubt he will recommend it, because when you drink something like V8 tomato juice, V8 is kind of like a tomato carrot juice, and it's very vegetated taste. And I don't think that's gotta go good with any cigar, period. And that thing's pretty strong. That thing's pretty strong. Like, if you ever taste V8, you can taste it.
Yeah, I can't drink V8.
Right? I wouldn't. Okay, here's another thing. I would not recommend anybody smoking a cigar, drinking a Bloody Mary.
No.
Ain't gonna taste shit. You just taste Bloody Mary every single time. Your mouth will still have that Tabasco sauce while you're taking that cigar. It's gotta ruin the cigar. Right? You can't be smoking something and then drinking something that's gonna overtake the flavor and lingers
Right.
in your mouth. You're not gonna do that, right? You're not gonna drink. Let me think of something that really lingers. What would be something that really, really lingers? For example, a red wine with a cigar is horrible. Red wine has a finish and it's very metallic. And that will make your cigar metallic because the lingering metallic. It has a dry finish. White wine, yeah, okay. White wine I can get. I understand white wine. I understand, like, you know, if you want to have champagne to go with it, they don't have a long finish, but red wine has a long finish. And it's actually metallic. It's iron.
Nick Bone, I would not try that pairing. I would not be looking forward to that pairing. Nick Bone or Nick Bone.
No. Why do you think red wine pairs so well with steak? Because of that iron.
Yeah.
They both linger the same way.
I don't know. I think if you do red wine, it would have to be with a extremely dark cigar.
Yeah, you need something that can beat that lingering taste.
Like
there is a
T52 or a Alma Fuerte or Alma del Fuego would pair okay with red wine.
The reason why we like bourbon to pair with cigars, because the lingering wood note. That wood note lingers, great. When you smoke another cigar with a wood note, they don't clash, right? Because you gotta have cigar that sometimes have oaky taste, sometimes has cedary taste. That's a wood note. That's fine. You have another drink that's woodsy, fine. But like I say, grape and iron, that finish, that metallic finish, doesn't really go good with cigars.
This is why I don't know how people can do orange juice in a cigar. Too much acidity, it just lingers.
Orange juice is bad, but however, funny as it sounds, orange soda works. Orange cream soda works too.
Right.
Right? But because the lingering doesn't stay, the bubble actually kills it. The lingering taste is not bad. But if you drink any juice, fruit juice, go with cigar, they don't go well because they linger. That sugary stuff, they linger. I think the worst combo I ever had was watermelon juice with the cigar. That was horrible.
I remember that one.
Of course, like, okay, all the beers, they have hop. Hop is a flower.
Yes.
So cigar have floral note, fine. But keep in mind, hop also, like the US beers, hop has a little bit of bitter finish. Sometimes too strong of it will kill your cigar flavor. But something like a light beer, I guess it will work. Some people like it. I personally don't like to pair with beer because I think that hoppy notes lingers a little bit longer than I want to, and I don't really like the hoppy notes. But like, you know, in Taiwan, the beer is more malty. It's more malt, sweeter.
I do like beer with my cigars. Dark stout beer like Shiner. There's real good with Maduro. But I also drink some light lagers like Dos Equis with like a Habano. Not so much with a Connecticut though.
But it goes back to the rule of that what's made out of, right? Beer is made out of what? Grain, malts, and hop. It fits vegetation. It fits the category that the cigar notes comes out. You're never gonna taste wine out of cigar note, because if you do, that thing has been fermented long enough, I guess. What will you pair with factory smoke? Again, a good drink, bad cigar, totally fine. You know, go get yourself some like Woodford Double Oak. You won't care about what the factory smoke tastes like afterward.
I mean, the factory smoke Maduro is the most flavored cigar as a factory smokes. I mean, you could pair that with the Dr. Pepper and it'd be great.
So, now here's the thing, right? Okay, factory smoke isn't bad per se. It's more like lacking flavor. Right? So if you drink something good you enjoy, it doesn't really matter. Right? It doesn't really matter. Again, when you pair cigars, you want to pick your drink first, whatever drink that you want, that you enjoy, before you pick a cigar, because you'll actually know whether or not it's gonna. You know, just imagine it. You can kind of tell whether or not it fits. Retro. You have to retro. If you don't retro hill, you're losing majority of the flavor. All the good notes came from the nose. Well, mine is the pepper. Sometimes it'll burn the shit out of your nose.
Yeah, most of the notes.
Right? If you don't retro hill, I will say the first thing you want to learn is how to retro it. Don't rush it. Don't go like, I'm gonna take a whole puff and then just retro the whole puff. That will kill your nose.
Yeah.
Just get a little bit out. Just get a little bit out, and until your nose get used to it. But retro, very important. If you don't retro, you're missing out. You know, a lot of good flavor came from the retro. In fact, you'll enhance the flavor that you're taking from the palate with that nose. And if you don't believe it, walk by a restaurant. Tell me that you can't smell what they're cooking. You can almost taste it. When somebody's like, you know, cooking and then they put the garlic right in the oil and that smell comes up, you can almost taste it. You know, it's not something that I would laugh about. I will laugh when they try the first time because they will choke.
True. Yeah.
But that's one of the things that it takes time. It takes practice. And I can tell you, eventually, everybody can do it. Just how long you practice. Don't let it deter you after the first try. It's not gonna work out. Try just do a little bit, doing steps. Right? Half a second, full second, whatever.
It takes some practice.
Take some practice.
You want to smoke or let about 60% of the smoke out of your mouth before you let the rest of the 40% out your nose, as you're just starting to learn how to do it.
Right. Let a little bit out. I mean, that talk about cigar that never experienced full flavor. Okay. That might get me in trouble. But like, here's the thing, like, you know, sometimes I see some other people's cigar review, they never retrohale or whatever. They don't believe in retrohale. That's when you go like, I question whether or not they even taste other tastes in there. Now, retrohale is not always good. Some people don't like certain things they smell. Like when you smell barnyard, some people don't like it. And the sound of the cigar like Avo has like a specific floral smell.
The shirt used to fit me, okay?
It used to fit loose. But now he got new guns. He got new guns, so.
Yeah.
So yeah, retrohale, I think if you don't, now it's a good time to learn and you'll see a new world in your cigar. You'll find more. And a lot of people say, I can't taste cigar. I can only tell it's a good one. No, I can't tell the notes. I can't tell what note it is. I just know that I like the cigar. That might be one of the reasons. You can't tell the notes because your nose is not telling you what that really is. You taste it, you kind of like, oh, that tastes like similar to something. I can't tell what that is. Retrohale. It'll give you the other half of the flavor. Right? Once you have the other half of the flavor, you'll be able to tell what that is. Might not be right away. Right? When people tell you to learn about pellets, about your cigar flavor, they don't tell you to go taste it. They tell you to go smell it. They tell you to go smell it. Why is he smoking? I think he showed it earlier. Why were you smoking?
I'm smoking the Punch Knuckle Buster in Habano.
Ooh. There we go.
But this is also, I've never had a problem with the cigar, but the cigar's plump. It's mixed filler, so it's got full leaf tobacco with also bits of tobacco.
Today must be one of those days, you know, because all the we have like northern light going on outside. These are not perfect correctly. It takes a long time to develop people's palate, right? And everybody's got to have a different palate. And if you're Martin, you get to taste how crayon tastes like. Right? Everybody's got to have... Okay, here's the thing. I don't think anybody can justifiably go out there and says, you never taste that. That's bullshit. That cigar does not have that taste. I don't think anybody can seriously, justifiably say that, because just because you don't taste it doesn't mean other people don't taste it. Right. What you can tell people with 100% certainty is whether or not you like that flavor. Right? Because you can judge whether or not you like a flavor. Right? Oh, this thing is too floral. I don't like it. And some people might say, I like the floral. Oh, that's totally fine. But you say, I smoke this, I taste floral, and I hate it. And somebody say, there's no floral in there. What the hell are you talking about? No, I don't think that's justified. Okay? Because maybe you smell the flower that smells like that. I don't know. I never smell all the flower out there in the world. So I cannot justify saying that. I cannot say, hey, you never smelled that. You never, like, there's no such thing. Right? Because I can say, oh, this thing tastes like century egg. And you'll be like, no, it doesn't. There's no century egg no in your cigar. But you can ask, have you tasted century egg?
Right.
If you don't taste it, you can't tell.
Yeah. There was a cigar, I remember one time when it was so floral.
I can't hear you. Your volume just died.
How about now?
Okay, good. All right, go. You smoke a cigar that's so floral or what?
It was so floral. It reminded me of that what's that spray that you use for allergies.
Clarendon, nasal,
Flonase.
Yeah.
I had to put the cigar down. I was like, this doesn't taste very good. It reminds me of Flonase.
And you wouldn't know if you never tried Flonase.
Right.
Right? It does take people to try a flavor to be able to tell what that is. Like my wife tried on a perfume today. I smelled it. I was like, that smelled like gummy worm. It smelled like gummy worm. But if I never smelled gummy worm before, I wouldn't be able to say, hey, that smells like gummy worm. And she's like, oh yeah, that does smell like gummy worm because she smelled gummy worm before. But for someone that never tasted gummy worm, which I'm sorry for you if you never had that in your childhood, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. Palate is developed based on what you have tried. You cannot say that you taste a flavor that you never tried before. So if you never try walnut, you never gotta taste walnut. If you never try, black coffee, you never gotta taste black coffee. If you never drink espresso, you wouldn't know what espresso tastes like.
Right.
I had to put that cigar down. It's horrible. It doesn't want to keep it light. So.
Yeah, this one I can't get a draw, and I pulled little stems out already.
So yeah, cigar is all about personal experience, personal taste, and also level acceptance on certain flavors. Right? I personally don't really like barnyard. I understand they are there. Sometimes enjoyable, sometimes not. Another better way to say barnyard is pretty much shit.
Yeah, tastes like shit.
But have I tasted shit before? No. Yes, I have. Excellent.
No. Barnyard does not taste like shit.
It tastes like the smell of the horse shit in the barn and the wood and the hay together.
Manure essence.
Right. But another safe word to say is it tastes like shit. If you don't know how to describe it, if somebody never been to a barn, you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get that smell.
But people would think that it's a bad cigar, but it's really not.
But that's the thing. By the sound of it, it sounds like horrible, right? But sometimes it's enjoyable. Sometimes they have a really nice reminiscing flavor. It's just okay. It doesn't taste like dog shit. Okay, manure is very different than dog shit. People actually built their houses with those. Some people like the smell, right? So, like I say, cigar. Keep in mind how you pair it, how you like your flavor. Always choose the one that you. I would say don't go with everybody's suggestion about pairing. For example, V8 doesn't sound good.
Mm-mm.
I mean, there are some safe bets, right? Safe bets. Coffee, soda like Dr. Pepper, Coke, and water. Bourbon. Those are the safe bets. But pick the one that you like. Don't go out there and buy like $10 bourbon and expect to have a good time. Unless you know some $10 bourbon that's really good. I don't know any $10 bourbon that's really good. Maybe a single shot. I don't know.
I think the cheapest bourbon I've gotten that was decent was about $15. It was a foolproof bottle of something coming out of the Buffalo Trace distillery, like the bottom of the shelf. But it was foolproof. It was decent.
Oh, but again, you say it's decent, right? If you can afford it.
Benchmark.
If you can afford it, spend a little bit more on a decent drink. Right? It's not like, okay, you spend like $50 on a Elijah Quick. It's not like you gotta have one sip, it's gone. You can have multiple drinks. So split it out. It's like, it's pretty good. Make sure you get a decent drink and you gotta enjoy your cigar much better. Like I said, cigar. The worst part of cigar is either have bad notes that you don't like or have no taste. It's a lot easier to defeat no taste with a good drink. And it's a lot easier to defeat a bad cigar with some good drink that will wash it off.
Top Creek is really good.
Right? It's a lot easier. So I always get with the good drink first, and then choose the cigar that you got to pair with, right? So like when you go to cigar shop, right? If it's bring your own beer kind of place, right? BYOB, bring your favorite drink. You don't go there and says, I'm gonna choose my cigar first, and I gotta go next door find out what drink they have. No, you bring your favorite drink first, and then you choose a cigar. Do you like to meet up with the members? Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we do all the time.
Whenever. Huh?
I said, yeah, we do all the time.
Yeah. We're like family, right? We have bad time, we have good time, but we're like families, right? And when we meet up with each other, it's great. It's good time. It's good time. And I try to treasure those time because, you know, obviously people travel. It's not easy. I like to hang out. So, and cigar itself has a completely different side when you're smoking alone versus smoking with a friend. Especially when you have a lot of stories to go with that cigar smoking time. Time flew by. Time will flew by. Whenever we have a Legion meet, everybody start chatting. Before you know it, it's nighttime.
Yeah, all the time.
And obviously, before you know it, you're like 10 cigars in.
We used to have those nights.
Yeah.
We used to have those nights.
10 cigars in, they're like, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's only 11. Let's have a couple more.
Yeah. It's a McDonald's.
Lesson for today, bring better cigar in case you mess up the cap. No, well, you can bring your own cigar glue. But I don't think anybody should be blaming you for cutting a cigar cap. It's part of natural things.
I think you should bring better cigars just in case the first one is shit.
I bought more cigars. I just didn't like the way that he was trying to blame me for that. Like, yeah. Okay, like you go to have a dinner, you order a shepherd's pie. Okay, easy stuff, right? You open it up, inside's raw. Who do you think should be blamed? It's Mei,
Chef.
Right? So things fucked it up. Do they blame you for, oh, you eat it too quick, that's why the inside's not cooked yet? You should have eat the outside first. Right? Or do you say, hey, the kitchen screwed it up. Sorry, we'll bake it again. If you offer a place for people to have fun, never blame the people that's there. Never. Even if it's their fault. Like, okay, let's say you drive a BMW, you go to BMW, try to buy a part to fix your car. Do they blame you for fucking up your car? They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry that happens. Here's a part. Right? And that's the cost. Okay. Don't blame you for it. Or like you bought a brand new BMW. All right? You go home, check engine light goes on. You bring back your dealer. Does the dealer blame you for it?
No. It's under warranty. Let's fix it.
Right. You put it together, things might go wrong. Things go wrong. All right, sorry about that. We'll try to fix it for you. Done. Come back a happy customer.
Yep.
Now, like, I'm going to blame you for it. I'm already like, hey, I go all this way. I'm trying to enjoy a cigar, and you got to blame me for it? Not cool. Like, what if I got a cigar that's underfilled? It's my fault too? Oh, you didn't smoke it. You didn't smoke it right. Should I squeeze it down a little tighter? Now it's tight.
Yeah, no.
You light up a cigar, the cigar won't stay lit. That's your fault too? Oh, should I smoke faster? It'll stay lit. What? Yeah. That's not how it works. Cigar should be something enjoyable. Things might go wrong. Fix it. Fix it. Right? We have a time where we smoke a cigar and this just freaking explodes. Is that your fault too?
No.
Right? Martin just put down a cigar because it won't stay lit. Martin, that's your fault. You don't know how to smoke it. You don't know how to smoke it. Martin, it's your fault. Why don't you smoke faster? Puff harder. Gora, Eric is sick. Eric caught a cold or something. Caught a cold or flu.
There's a lot of people getting sick in Texas. I know that.
I was telling my wife we should go get a flu shot before we go.
Yeah, somebody kept bringing up that, oh, there's everybody coughing. I was like, I don't notice anybody coughing. And then as soon as he said that, I noticed everybody coughing. I'm like, great.
The air is so dry. My eyes were like super dry.
Yeah, I was talking today and I all of a sudden would lose my voice because my throat was dry. I'm like, excuse me, sorry.
Yeah.
And then continue the conversation.
So yeah, I think that's what separates from a good lounge and a bad lounge. A good lounge, you solve the problem and call it a day. A bad lounge, it's your fault. How dare you come to smoke a cigar, you don't know how to cut a cap, right? You smoke 4 cigars a day, you don't know how to cut a cap, it's your fault. No. That's not how it works. Cigar, enjoy it. Have a good chat, have a good conversation. Enjoy the night. What'd you pick up? H99?
Much better. That's why.
That's why here.
Yeah.
That shop was selling I think the Wolf, the new Wolf one, the Wolfman one, for like $20-something a stick. Crazy.
I do see people wearing masks fucking everywhere too. I'm like, dude, we're over this shit.
Okay, so it does suck to catch COVID. It sucks. All right, it sucks. I put it out there. It sucks. I got it a few times already. But we all know masks ain't gonna do anything.
They're not.
I mean, if you're sick, I can see it's out of courtesy. You don't want to cough into people's face. But if you're not sick, why wear the mask? It's not gonna save you, okay? If somebody went to the same store that you're at, touch the doorknob, touch the bathroom, touch the coffee machine, your mask isn't gonna save you.
Right.
You pray that your immunity is gonna save you. But it's been shown that it's fine unless you have some otherwise disease that's gonna affect you a lot. It's not gonna be big deal. Don't ruin your day by afraid of a disease that's out there, okay? Like I go out there, I see people sick. It's not gonna deter me from going out. If I'm gonna sick, okay, did I do something to protect myself? Okay, if I got a shot, okay, maybe I feel a little better. If I don't, all right, if I caught a cold, I caught a cold. No, I caught a cold, I gotta be out for a week, fine. But after the week, my immune system's gotta be a Superman. I know that after I get sick for a week, I don't have to be afraid of anything for another 2 weeks. I think what he meant was wash your hand and you will be ahead of your game. Okay, here's the thing, okay? I'm gonna tell people this, okay? Have you ever go to a bathroom that has those like air machine that dries your hand? Don't ever use that. Don't ever use the machine to dry your hand. I'd rather go this. Don't ever use the machine to dry your hand. Don't ever use the machine to dry your hand. Oh, you guys are, oh, why? It's clean. I don't have to touch anything. That thing is taking all the air, all the shit in the air, and blow it back to your hands. That machine is in that bathroom 24/7. Okay? Somebody took a piss, then a flush. Someone took a shit, and it was a happy one. This is one of those, oh, shit, okay? All those air goes to that machine. All the moisture, all the mold, everything goes to that machine. So you wash your hand, it's all clean, and you go, fuck, guess what? A whole entire colony of germs just landing on your hand. And then you touch the doorknob, open it up, the next person come in, shit on their hand.
Yeah, damn.
All right? Don't ever use that. I'd rather use like, paper towel or something like that.
Paper towels. I always use paper towels. If they're available, I will use them.
All right? I'll use paper towel. I'll wipe my hand. I'll use that to grab the doorknob, open the door, and then toss that. Because the doorknob's pretty nasty. All right? If I can, I could always stand there until somebody open the door. If I'm the only one in there, I'll try to use the paper towel to open. All right? If I have no choice, then okay, pray to God, immediately help me open the door. Okay. But don't ever use that machine. That machine is disgusting. All right? It takes all the air surrounding, everybody's shit air. Everybody like, spitting, sneezing, all that shit goes to their thing. They might have an air filter that they haven't changed for 20 years in there, and all that stuff is gonna go on your hand. And then go back to your chair. You gotta pick up your cigar. Oh, that's a really good barnyard. Holy shit! Don't ever use the air machine, man. Don't ever use it. I understand you want to dry the hands clean. It's not. The water on your hands is probably cleaner than the doorknob. Because you just wash your hand. That's soap.
Yeah.
I watched a guy at work wash their hands and then take out dollar bill, buy a bag of chips, a vending machine, and start eating. Well, dollar bill is disgusting. Money is the dirtiest thing in the world. But we all touch it, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's what it is. I'm just saying, out of everything, do you really want shit air on your hand?
I never thought of it that way, but yeah, you're right.
You never thought about that? Every time I see people using that, I was like, all this air, somebody's still taking a shit too. All this air is going to that machine, and you guys use it to blow it on your hand? Even better if you use the Dyson one. Have you used the Dyson one? That's a blade. Right? Have you used those? Not only is it got a good germ on your hand, it's got to be evenly spread. Multiple times, evenly spread. Germs on your hand, lined up.
Oh, so you're saying that's not the urinal? And that's why everything's just kind of flowing everywhere.
Evenly. When you flush, right? If you look at obviously a different kind of light, you'll see all the pee water just spray everywhere when you flush. And that goes everywhere. And here's the thing, you guys never seen it, because if you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about. Somebody flush and use the vent, you'll see the air start to move that way. It's just move towards your hand.
I've never seen it, never noticed it.
Now, okay, dirty money is dirty, but at least that's cloth. It's not as bad as directly on your hand. It's just blown on your hand. Now, here's the disgusting part. So is your toothbrush in your bathroom.
Yep.
This is why they recommend you to switch your toothbrush every 3 months. Not because your toothbrush is screwed up. It's because all that germs on there, you put it right back in your mouth. Your shower water, people washing their hands, people taking a shit, somebody let out a really loud fart. All slowly goes up and comes back down. Yep. And a lot of people like to put toothbrush in their cup with the toothbrush facing up. Air dryer. You mean for hair?
He's talking about the blow dryer, the hand blow dryer.
Yeah. Well, if you talk about the hair dryer, when we dry our hair at home or in the hotel, we always keep the door open to do it so fresh air comes in. And like my wife will put the hair dryer in a shelf that's away from like opening. So if the toilet is facing one way, she'll put it under the shelf somewhere else, so it's not directly being landed. But yeah, hair dryer, we open the door to dry the hair. So it's up to you. No, the dryer in the restroom. You mean the vent? The roof vent? Like when you take a shower, you turn it on so the vent, the water, the moisture goes up. I know is clean. Mine smell like cigars. Mine smells like cigars. Because I was smoking in the bathroom, I turned the vent on. Open the window and turn the vent on so the air will come in. Peruvian pisco is a brandy. Okay, there we go. So I'll drink it neat. Brandy, there you go. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, when you go to a cigar shop, you gotta use the bathroom. If they have a paper towel, great. If they have the air thing, don't use it. Don't use it.
Yep. I always use paper towels.
But that's the one we're talking about. The thing for your hand. That's what I'm talking about. That thing is nasty. Don't use it. Don't ever use it. They never changed the filter. I don't think anybody ever know how to clean that thing either.
Or when you're done drying your hand with the paper towel, use that same paper towel to open the door.
That's what I'm saying. I always do that.
If they don't have a trash can,
throw it out when you get out. Throw it when you get out.
Throw it. And then...
No. Usually people will be smart enough to put the trash near the door.
Sometimes.
If they're not, you can always open it and then get out and then throw that away. There's got to be trash somewhere outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Don't wash your hand and dry that. Use paper towel. And then you say, okay, paper towel is in the bathroom too. It's just as dirty. Well, paper towel is in an enclosed box, and they change that over time. So it's actually cleaner. Or if they leave the paper towel on the table, now you want to take the second or third pieces. You'll take a few pieces. You want to take the top one. But if it's like, in the box, you just pull it out, then those are relatively clean. Relatively. Cleaner. Yeah. Common sense? No, I wouldn't say common sense because a lot of people tell you to dry your hands. It's clean. Dry your hand. No. Like, I rather wipe it on my body. It's like, it's just water. It's all dry up. Wipe it on my body. I'm good. It's just water. Worst case scenario is that you walk out of the bathroom and then Martina's like, yo, what happened? You pissed your pants? And I'm like, there's no paper towel in there. But, and then here's another thing, right? Okay. Have you ever shake somebody's hand when they just came out of the bathroom or they just washed their hands?
Yeah.
I know it's rude when your hand hold somebody's hand is wet. But when I shake somebody's hand that's wet, I think that somebody just washed their hands. That their hands are clean.
Right.
So think of it this way. You might think that, holy shit, their hand's nasty. But their hands are actually cleaner than yours because they just washed their hands. At least they wash their hands. All right. It's wet. Okay, it's very uncomfortable. It's wet, but at least that person washed their hand. Whether or not with soap is a different story, but the person washed their hands. All right. If they peed on it, number one, it takes some skills to, okay? It takes some skills. Number two, if that's the case, never talk to the person again.
Yeah.
Right? You shake the person's hand, you go back to a cigar, it's like, this cigar just tastes like ammonia. All right. Maybe never talk to the person again. But yeah, if you want to pee on your hand while you're taking a piss, that's pretty hard. Who's holding the stick? Who's holding your stick while you're? Oh, this is great. I don't know. I really think that washing the hands wet, that's okay. No touching around the bathroom. I know. See, I wouldn't. I think any normal person wouldn't just go out and say, I want to touch here. I want to touch that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, look at this bathroom. Ooh, look at that stain. Let me pick on it. I don't think anybody does that. So.
All right. So how many of you use your foot to turn off or to flush the toilet?
The one with the door, I will.
Yeah.
The one with the door, like if there's no urinal, you gotta go to actual toilet, and there's one of those things with the stick poking out, I will use my foot. If it's the handle thing, I wouldn't, because I would break it, right? But it's one of those things that has a long stick coming out, I will use my foot. Go,
Yep.
I would, because it's right behind. You never know, somebody had an emergency.
True. Yep.
Right? And then those people that clean the bathroom use the same stick to clean that and the handle.
Probably.
So I always use my foot. I'm sorry if anybody used their hands, but yeah. Use my elbow on the urinal. The urinal is automatic nowadays.
Yeah.
You really don't have to. What I don't understand is those waterless urinals.
I don't get it.
The waterless urinals. You still have to wash it with water. What do you think is going to happen?
Always smells like pee.
All right? I don't know. I don't know why people do that. But hey, if anybody ever got to open a lounge, have a toilet and stuff like that, put that in consideration. Put that in consideration.
Yeah.
But I will feel a lot safer if that was a Bucky's bathroom, because that bathroom's clean.
If you have somebody maintaining that bathroom, you got nothing to worry about. Most of the time, you don't have to worry about. Like my gym bathroom, nothing to worry about. Every single time I go into my gym bathroom, there's always somebody cleaning something.
Well, gym is different, because gym, you actually spray a lot of germs. You sweat and all that stuff, in equipment. They always have to clean it. They always have to clean it, because the last thing they want is having a whole blow up and everybody gets sick. Nobody can come. But I've seen some really dirty gym.
Oh, I have two.
Like a lot of gym, they expect you, like, okay, yeah, before you use the equipment, here's some sanitizer, clean it yourself. Wait, I gotta clean your gym equipment?
I mean, my gym, they have like little trash cans with wipes on the top part that you just pull out.
No,
so as soon as you're done with the machine,
I understand that before you use it, you wipe it down.
Or
and after you use it, you can wipe it down again.
You wipe it down.
But again, that's like telling me to clean your equipment.
I mean, I think for me, when I'm done using the machine and I sweat, I'm going to clean it so that the next person doesn't get my sweat and they have a clean machine to use.
Right.
That's just common sense. I clean up after myself. I'm going to make sure that nobody has to fight fucking germs. And so it's not like, oh, I'm going to clean your machine. No, it's your courtesy to the person.
I understand that. I'm saying that inadvertently, I'm cleaning your equipment. Right? But for example, if you go to gym play basketball, do you ever wipe the basketball?
No.
Do you think that basketball is clean?
No.
People sweat and they hold the ball and put it in their stomach. You never wipe the ball.
Or they use their jersey to wipe the ball.
Yeah. The ball touched the ground every time you dribble.
That's right.
So yeah, I understand it's courtesy, but it's like kind of funny that you're telling me to clean your equipment. Obviously, they can't have one person just stand there and say, "Oh, you're done, sir. Let me wipe it down for you." No, it's not gonna happen. But if you sweat, it's courtesy for you who used it to wipe it off, not the next person come have it and clean it up.
Right.
So yeah, interesting weekend.
Yeah. Actually working 12 days, no, 13 days straight.
It's not bad. OT.
No, I'm on salary.
Why are you working straight?
So this week was my Saturday to work. So every third rolling Saturday I work. And then tomorrow we have inventory. So I got to go in for inventory. And then my week continues until Friday.
They don't shove a day back for you?
I do later on. So it'll make up for it.
All right.
But I got to work 2 days.
Oh, that's not bad. You know, here's the thing, right? Well, obviously, I'm not working on schedule, so it's different. But I would think that I'd rather have a floating holiday for later use than a Saturday or Sunday that I know I'm not going to do anything with it. So, like, whenever your kids are around, you can take that floating holiday if you want to.
Exactly. I thought that too. So
Just
when I
saying.
do get a day off, I'll have a 3-day weekend because I worked today. And then I also have an extra day that I can plan for some other.
Have they ever thought about putting you on back on the racing team thing? Because
No, we got rid of the racing team.
Oh, you guys don't do that anymore?
It was a 1.5 year contract.
Ah, okay. Because
So
I know
team,
you enjoyed it a lot. So
oh, I fucking loved it, man. I get to travel. Went to go to California, went to Florida a couple times. It was so much fun. But it was something that the previous owner had. It was his race team, and our dealership kind of sort of sponsored it for a 1.5 year contract. And then that team went away.
okay, all right. I get it.
But yeah, now I'm using like my vacations to be able to travel and go do what I want to do because I enjoyed it so much, being able to go like different states and kind of check shit out.
My wife was talking about, like, maybe I should ask the company if they give me out F1, racing ticket to go see it, F1 racing. I was like, honey, do you know what F1 racing is like? She's like, what? Isn't that nice to see cars racing? I was like, F1 racing, if you sit in the seat, this is what it feels like.
You know,
you wait a few more minutes.
quiet.
That's all you gotta see. That's all you gotta see.
It's more fun if you can get like pit passes where
Yeah.
you can actually go down into the
If you
pits.
see the action over there, it's a different story than sitting over there saying, because you'll be staring at the screen to see what the hell is going on anyway.
You never know who's in the lead because you're sitting there. But if you'll have like whatever kind of tell you. But if you're down in the pits, you're like, okay, they have screens going, they have the race going on like what's the live feed on the TV. So you get to see what's going on there. And you get to see the cars pulling into the pits and they're repairing the cars and sending them off real fast. That is fun.
Yeah. So I told my wife, like, that kind of stuff you want to watch on TV because once you sit over there, you'll be watching on TV too. Only different, you hear because they go by so fast. Unless you're in the corner or they slow down just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want to sit in the box. I was like, that's even worse. You're watching TV.
And you're not doing nothing.
You're literally in there watching the TV.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't know what she's thinking about. It's the funny part.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched a TT Isle of Man race? No. I don't really watch races. I don't really watch car races.
The Isle of Man race is pretty entertaining. I used to love watching the WRC, the World Rally Championship.
No, those are tough. You see cars just wrecked, Those are good to watch. But like TT and like one of those what's the thing called?
NASCAR.
No, there's another one. That's a ridiculous one. Mini Cooper races. Those are ridiculous. They have a class just for Mini Cooper.
Class. There's a class for it,
Yeah.
yeah. But they've also included other cars, like the Civic Si now is in that class. So the Type R is in one class, but the Civic Si is in the Mini Cooper class. And you also have like the smaller Toyota, the 86s. So they're all like small
now 200 200 horsepower less class.
Right.
Yeah. And those are actually more fun to see than like those cars that drive super fast. You barely get to see it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh, what about NASCAR?" I was like, "NASCAR is great. You left turn again, you left turn again, you left turn again. It's great."
No, I like road racing cars you can see actually on the track, turns. If you get a good seat like at a turn or at like a double S turn, those are the best seats.
Like if I were to watch a racing, I'd probably go to like a D1. That's more thing to watch than a race.
Yeah. Or drifting. Drifting is fun watching too.
That's what D1 is.
I think you're talking about. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking Formula Drift.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about D1.
Yeah.
D1.
Yeah.
All right, back to cigars. Who's buying that brand new Oro Blanco?
You are.
$750 Oro Blanco.
Oh.
And all they did was change the binder. Change binder. I'll definitely buy one to smoke, but like,
yeah.
Man. So that means they still have whatever Oro Blanco takes. They still have all the tobacco that makes Oro Blanco. And then put a different binder in there. Yeah. Oro Blanco is, they made a new one. 750 MSRP.
Nope.
$750 cigar. Now, regular Oro Blanco is already at the $600 range because how rare it is. But for them to come on and say, yeah, we still have the tobacco, so we made one with a different binder. That's just like, hey, hello? Didn't you tell me that was rare?
Yeah.
What happened? What happened? So I guess those tobacco are not that rare. You have more to make it. Enough to make those boxes, that 10-count box in a single coffin.
Hmm.
And all you change was a binder. And then they said the binder was like 17 years old or something like that. And to find out if it's any different, dish out $750 will tell you it's different. They can sit on it and make it rare. Yeah, they could. They could. But the point of that is that all those tobacco were rare and they can't make it anymore. So that's why it's rare. They say once they sold out, they sold out. For them to say, now I have more and now I have enough and I can change the binder for a 17-year-old binder, which I guess nobody can prove whether or not it's 17 years old. It's weird. Because even if they sold the original Oro Blanco, isn't that 17 years too, if not more?
Mm-hmm.
So like the $600 Oro Blanco is still 16 years, or still like 16, 15 years old. And you change the binder.
They just rebanded it.
Right? They changed the box a little bit.
No,
$100 smoke seriously worth it when $15, $20, even $40 smoke are great. Wouldn't you rather smoke a few great cigar over one amazing? Okay, number one, no cigar is $100 worth of taste.
Right.
All right, let's put that together first. Okay, right now let's just settle this for once. There's not gonna be one cigar where you can say this flavor is worth $100. Okay.
Right.
Flavor alone is not worth $100. Okay. Now you gotta factor in. You got to
I was
factor
going to
in
say,
rarity.
you have to figure out like if the experience is worth that much for
It's
you.
a combination of things, right? First, you have a cigar that's rare. You have bragging right, packaging, and storage. Okay, so you factor in those together, and maybe the cigar will give you about $30 worth of taste, and everything else is what you're paying for. Right? Okay, let's put it another way around. You get a $3,000 Louis XIII. What are you paying for? What are you paying for? $3,000. What are you paying for?
Someone else's partial car payment.
Well, number one, the bottle is the leak, so it's a $1,000 bottle. All right, that bottle is $1,000. Number two, you're paying for the drink. And number three, you're paying for them to store the drinks in the barrel. We got to keep in mind, okay, when they store something, it takes time, money, working hours to do that. That's what you're paying for, storage. Cigar is kind of the same way, right? If you factor out per day, let's say it's 10 cents per day of storage. Per day.
Okay.
1 year later, you're $30 in storage. Right? You're $30 in storage. 2 years, 60. So how many 16 years? $300 something, $1 of storage. If you factor it like that, it starts to make sense. And that's the same thing with the bourbon, same thing with alcohol, right? Why is 20-year age barrel age drinks cost way more than 10, 12 years? You got to store it for 20 years. You factor out that amount, 10 cents a day, that's what you're paying for. All right. So if you think of it that way, the price makes a little bit more sense. Obviously, as a consumer, you're like, storage is not my problem. But unless they store it and pay people to take a look at it every so often, make sure that the drink didn't go spoil or whatnot, that's time. There's rent for the place that they had to store the alcohol. Or even if they owned it, they could pay estate tax. Money. It's all money. So the cost has to come on somewhere, including storage. You got to factor in storage into the price of what you're buying. But in terms of flavor, there's no such thing as $100 flavor. There's no such thing as $700 flavor. Okay? No cigar is going to go, oh my God, $700, what? It tastes $750. This is the best cigar ever. No. A $750 cigar is not going to be the number one cigar of the year. Okay. I tried to find a difference between rare stuff, experience different than rare flavor. That is what's so different from rare version of $15, $20, and that's killed the $100 smoke. No, $100 smoke is because they put together an experience for you and the cost of that. In the end, it go to the shop about $50, $60 wholesale, and the shop had to make money because employees and all that stuff, so they had to sell double. Now it's $100. Okay, not because it's really worth $100. You're paying for $100 worth of to get it to you. 10 years is a long time. 10 years is a long time. If I tell you, hey, Steven, I'll pay you 10 cents a day to just stare at this cigar, you'll be like, hell no. You'll be, hell no, 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 no. So imagine they had to do that. For cigar factories, like, I don't know, Fuentes and all that stuff, they had to pray every day it doesn't go on fire.
Right.
Because once it go on fire, all that work is done. It's gone. That's what you're paying for. All right? So for Davidoff to store those things for 17 years and make sure that's good and smokable and all that stuff, and finally take it out, that's a lot of waiting time. That's a lot of waiting time. And that's where it is. But the difference in flavor isn't gonna change all that much. All right? Just like if you drink a 12-year bourbon versus an 18-year bourbon, the experience is not gonna be like, oh my God, the difference between the two, one should be worth $30 and the other one should be worth $3 million. No. You're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that. So in the end, it's how much effort they keep it to do that and all that stuff. They have to work in the price. And then, you know, once it gets double, it's quite a bit of double, you know, because Keystone price is quite a bit of double. So somebody sell wholesale of $20,000 a box, they had to sell $40,000. All right. So you are experiencing the price that you're paying, hard work and history. So just think about this thing, right? You might be smoking a cigar where when they started this project, you're a baby. Think about that. When they go like, okay, we gotta keep this leaf and do a project in 18 years. You're a baby. And every day they go by that and store it, they're like, how much money did we not make selling this cigar right now? How much money did we spend to keep this here, just sit here? All the humidity, all the water, all the storage, all the worker I had to hire to make sure these things are not molded. That's what you're paying for. And the thing is that all that effort may not come to something big. All that effort may not come to something big. It might be so minuscule. It might give you just a little bit smoother. That's it. In fact, you might even lose flavor.
True.
But the project's there. They made it. They had to make the money back. It's business. So yeah, although it might not hit the expectation, you're still smoking that effort. And that effort is what you're paying for. So no cigar should be, you're not gonna get any cigar that I get, oh, this thing is $100 worth of taste. Oh my God. No. But you'll be like, this cigar is $100 because they went through all that effort to bring it here. They might not hit it. You might not be like, I'll ever buy this again. You might be like, okay, it didn't hit. You know, it's not that good. But I smoked it. I know how it is. I will never buy it again. Yeah, that will happen. Right? But there are some people that sits back and says, this thing has went through so many people's care for 18 years. 18 years is a lot. Somebody worked 18 years to make sure that leaf can be used. Right? This cigar can be used because somebody took their effort every single day. It might be multiple people. Every single day to make sure that leaf can be used later on. And yeah, they don't know how it's gonna come out like, right? Most people who look at tobacco leaf, they don't know how it's gonna be like in 20 years. You don't know. I don't know. I don't know, like, you know, if I take a cigar, I put it in my humidor, how it's gonna be like five years later. I don't know. And just like they don't know. It's natural thing. They give it a try. It might do good. It might not. Now, does it make sense for us to give them that much leeway? Says, hey, how dare you sell? You sell $100 cigar is bad. Yeah, we complain about it as a consumer because we spend that money, right? You would think that, oh, hopefully they tried it.
I'll say, if a company's like reputable and you trust them, like Plasencia, the Alma Fuertes, those tobaccos are aged for 10 years and you pay the higher dollar price for those cigars, it's worth it because you can actually taste the tobacco, what they meant for it to taste like after 10 years of aging. That cigar is impeccable.
But again, there's a project that works and the project don't work. But they're not
Right.
gonna sell because this thing didn't taste what they expected and just scrap it. Let's waste that tens of thousands of dollars of labor. I mean, just think about it. Hire one employee, let's say the minimum wage $30,000. 10 years, $300,000.
Yeah.
20 years, $60,000. They spend $60,000 to make sure that one cigar can be released. So yeah, sometimes they kind of had no choice but to release it, and hopefully you will smoke the cigar for the history of it, but not the flavor of it, because the flavor is never gonna get to 100. Okay. So
There's still a lot to learn, Neckbone. Still a lot to learn.
Yeah. So like, you know, you'll see me reviewing cigar, talking the price. I might not like it, but I am telling you in terms of impression. Okay. I'm putting away out like the offer and stuff like that. As a consumer, I don't care. Right? I wouldn't put that in the factor of a cigar experience. But you gotta understand, when you buy the cigar to enjoy, you recognize their effort to try it. That's what you're paying for. You're recognizing their effort. I want to try it. It might not be what you like, but you're smoking the history. So when you say, is it worth $750? The flavor never will get there. Never will get there. But I recognize their effort to wait 17 years to do that. So I pay for it. I give it a try. I recognize their effort. Might not hit. Might be good. Might be bad. But even the good will never be $750. All right. The Royal Edition Davidoff, $115. It's not $115 worth, but the box and everything, you put it together, yeah, it's there. It's there.
So Steven's only been smoking for about a year. I think at your stage in cigar smoking, try everything from $5 sticks to about $20 sticks. Stay in that range, and you're going to find a lot of good stuff. You'll be able to figure out which tobaccos are better, and sometimes find out that not all $20 cigars are going to be great.
Okay. Here's the thing though. Don't skip. Don't go like $5 cigar, all of a sudden go to a $40 cigar. You're not gonna learn to enjoy it.
No.
$5, $8, $10, work your way up there. Because if you smoke all of a sudden smoke a really good cigar at $40, you gotta find a lot of cigar that's not even worth to try. And you got to skip out a lot of good flavors or a lot of good experience while you can. Because your taste bud is going to change as you smoke. Right? So, you know, $5, $8, smoke all the $8 you can. Smoke $12, smoke all the $12 you can. 18, smoke all the $18 you can. 20. I would say usually stop by 25, because anything more than that, you're not smoking just a cigar now. Now you're talking about packaging. You're talking about the brand. You're talking about a rarity. Now you're not just talking. Once you pass the $20-something range, you are not just smoking a cigar anymore. You're not.
You're smoking because the box, the presentation, or some other factor. Like you've even said it with Davidoffs. Some Davidoffs are not all that great.
Some Davidoffs are not that great. I'm a Davidoff whore too, and I will tell you some Davidoffs not that great. And I'll tell you that Oro Blanco, good cigar, not $600 worth. If you're buying it just because you want to try it one time, you want to try that history, you want to try that effort, you want to try it for the store to hold it for that long, that's what you're paying for. Okay? But if you want to get a cigar that's $600 worth of flavor, they don't exist. They don't exist. All right? So understand this. Once you pass the $20 mark, a lot of that money goes to the box. A lot of that money goes to the presentation. A lot of that money goes to the whole package. So if you only buy one stick, you already lost money. You lost money there because what? You don't keep the box. And that box is expensive. That box is very expensive. It takes a lot to make it, right? So when you get that stick, you're only getting that stick. And that stick might be under $20 worth, and the rest is the box and packaging and all that stuff.
Don't buy into the marketing. Don't spend $100 because it's like the rarest tobacco that anybody could find. They're talking out of their ass.
All right, okay.
$20.
Let's talk about marketing really quickly, because we're gonna end this stream soon.
Sure.
Rocky Patel market the shit out of their conviction.
Right.
There's the advertisement everywhere. You go to read like half wheel and stuff like this. Advertised right in the middle. I don't think it's worth $100. It doesn't taste like $100 cigar. In fact, I don't even think the packaging is worth $100. But it doesn't mean they didn't try. You know, all the money is put in there. I'm just telling you that it's not worth it. So if you gotta buy into marketing, you know, buy into something new that's over a certain amount of money, expect that half of that is packaging. Why I'm so disappointed about Conviction is because they use plastic as packaging. For that price, $100 cigar, they should be using metal or something better. Now, for example, Alma de Fuego, Omatebe. At least they use glass tube. Okay? They went out, they even like the description of the thing used a leather, piece of leather. And the box is nice too. But that's what they charge you for, right? They charge you for the experience where you get the box, you open up the box, you're like, oh, this thing's beautiful. Another cigar might be not that all that good. I mean, turns out the Omatebe is not that bad though. It might not be all that good, but that's what you're getting, the whole experience, the feeling of getting something. It's just like iPhone. It's $1,000-something. It costs $100 to make that iPhone. But it's the whole experience. From purchasing, unboxing, usage, feeling of luxury. That's what you're paying for. Cigar is the same way. Cigar is a luxury, right? You can have good flavor stuff and sometimes just a dud. And here's the thing. What you think is bad cigar, some people might think is a good cigar. Okay? I absolutely don't like Gurkha cigars. There are people that are diehard Gurkha fans that will only smoke Gurkha. All right? So put it out there. Just put that in perspective. And this is why I review the cigar by price. I'll tell you what I think the cigar itself should have worth, and the rest is up to you to judge whether or not you're willing to pay the extra for the rest of the things for you to enjoy. Right? Because everybody has a value that's different. Everybody has a different budget, right? If you tell $1 million, like if you tell somebody with average earning income, $500 million a year, $10 cigar is not a big deal. $100 cigar is not a big deal. You know, $100,000 cigar is not a big deal. Okay? But if your average earnings are $60,000, yeah, $20 cigar has a punch in your wallet. But you got to see whether or not it's worth it to you. Some people collect the bands because the band has a little value. Making the band's not cheap either. Having somebody design, we did it. You know, it's $2,000-something, $3,000 to design a band. Right?
They're not that good.
If you like Gurkha, that's you. Right? I don't personally like it.
I don't like Gurkha.
But Gurkha Ear of the Dragon was good. Okay? So yeah. If you just started a year or two, you got a lot more to explore. There's so much to explore.
Oh yeah.
Right? So much to explore. So much thing that you can learn about cigars. You know, join us, have a chat, ask some question. We'll try to answer it for you. You know, we're straight shooters. We'll just tell you what it is, right? Yeah, I'm not gonna cover it up, tell you like a cigar that I don't like it. It's good. You know, I'm just telling you that I don't like it, and you might. But over here, we can have a conversation. Okay, all right. So 11:08, and that is it for our streaming. I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday. And that'll be it for tonight. And Legion members, Discord, you know where to go. I'll see you guys. Have a good night, guys.